Now it's Finn Thompson, another one of these seniors, was out for about 6 games last year, and he gets it off the BTB just wide to the right.
Looks like Finn Thompson's going to get that short stick. BU is going to double pull Michael Leo and Luke Roa.
Leo down the alley. Now it's Roa. Here's his first touch. An extremely dangerous shooter, extremely ambidextrous. And now he takes it in. Bounces it home. Through the 5-hole, Luke Roa with the first goal of the season, and Syracuse leads 1-0 to get us going.
Talking to Coach Poley this week, he said the #1 guy he was worried about was Luke Roa. He said this offense goes as Roa goes. He's two-handed, meaning he can go left, right, down the alley. Great shot on the run. Nice take there from Roa. Takes advantage of that short stick matchup. Finn Thompson, one of the best off-ball players in the country, 23 in white, Canadian background.
You'll see a lot of Joey Spallina and Finn Thompson behind the backs. A lot of that box lacrosse influence. Here's Tyler Fox, native of Fairfield, Connecticut, was high school teammates with Timothy Shanahan. A year older, the two now meet back up at BU and trying to get this Terrier offense on the board. Ethan Hart gets past his man, bounces it home. The New York native Ethan Hart, just about 2 hours from his home in Corning, evens us up at 1.
BU coaching staff expecting Ethan Hart to have a much bigger presence this year. Nice little S-dodge, gets underneath, gets it back to that inside hand. Ochoa tries to slow him down, but nice finish there. Ethan Hart goes hard to...
Syracuse back with it. The second line now on the field. So we'll see Rawson get a chance to dodge for the first time. Nice defense there from Charlie Huntley. Vermont transfer's been very impressive so far. Spallina gets help from the pick, fires and finds the back of the net. First goal of the season for Joey Spallina, and Syracuse retakes the lead.
With Kem on the sideline, Spallina continues to go, takes his man, runs off that Finn Thompson pick, sticks this one, far bottom corner. Spallina with his first. Played all fall with him, but they don't have him this spring, so have to figure out, fill that hole. We're seeing it on man up a little bit.
Murphy goes early again. That's his second violation already, and Mullen's shot just sails way high. Ryan Poley made it quite clear that there has to be a big focus on stopping Mullen off the draw because he is one of the more dangerous shooters out of all face-off men. And I feel like there's not a single weakness to his game.
Yeah, that's a tough substitution there by BU. They just made that at 6-on-5 right away.
Hahn, what a shot from the freshman. Perfectly placed into the bottom left corner. And Cuse has back-to-back goals for the first time this year.
Hahn, the freshman midi from the McDonough School in Maryland, he's going to be a name to remember here for Syracuse for a while. He can go lefty, righty, and he already has that ACC midfielder build. He's settled in really nicely here, and that's a great first look, great first goal for Hahn.
Bogue Hahn, the number 7. Freshman Peyton Forte, he likes this matchup against McCarthy.
Forte, a late switch. He was committed to Navy up until about the last second. He flipped last summer, goes to BU. Really nice get for the Terriers.
Baltimore Sun Player of the Year. Has it here. And he's got his first goal. Speak of the devil, Peyton Forte, the highly touted freshman out of Baltimore. And it's back to a 1-goal game.
When it was announced that Forte was going to leave Navy, everyone wants him, right? He's a phenomenal player. You see Pape go really hard here versus that Billy Juan matchup, just draws 2. Forte sets his feet, gets ready. They've got some nifty lefties on this team, that low to low, far.
He wanted the quick restart, but he'll have to slow it down.
It's a tough call. I think you could have given that ball to BU as well. Syracuse is going to look to isolate that goalie on the far side. He's going out on Peyton Anderson. But they're going to have to look to see what D-Mitty is going to demand that ball, run by a couple guys. D-Mitty's have to be some of the best athletes on the field. You got to show it in that.
Otto and Spallina running the 2-man. Otto, one of the fastest guys on the team. Wins the battle, turns and scores! The junior with his first of the season. Scored just 7 all of last year.
Otto's a guy Coach March and Coach Gate are really high on. You see Spallina sets a nice pick there, and Connor Kemp does not want to leave him, really giving Wyatt Hoddle those 2 or 3 extra steps, able to get to that left hand, which I believe is
Shorty. Gets in front, denied by McCool.
I'd like to see Forte just be a little bit more aggressive with his strong left hand. He's settling for some low angle shots. They're going to need to rely on him to beat these short sticks and be an aggressive dodger.
Ethan Hart takes it into the corner. Let's see if he can get anything done here. Jimmy Core, the senior. Led BU in goals last year. Now he's got his first of this season. The Terriers are not going to make this an easy start to the season for Syracuse.
Jimmy Core, I'm surprised this is the first time I'm saying his name all day. Very, very capable attackman. Believe he was one of their leading scorers last year. Really strong lefty and righty, but his IQ stands out from watching film, right? Scores a lot of goals in a lot of different...
In Syracuse lacrosse face-off history, he broke the record for ground balls, for face-offs won. Just an absolute monster.
Is a treat for the Syracuse coaching staff and offense to have, right? Almost every time that he's going up on a faceoff, you feel like you have a really, really good chance of getting your team an extra possession.
And even though he's from just outside of Boston University, he was never on the radar of the Terriers. Ryan Poley said he's just one of those guys that slipped away. Anderson off the reset, dodges to goal, and Phillips does not stop it. Peyton Anderson gets his first of the season, the sophomore with the quick dodge off the reset.
Right off the whistle, Anderson filling in for Owen Hiltz. He's a big, demanding body, really hard for these defenders to match up against. Just uses his athleticism, gets underneath, but what I love about this, he continues to move his feet, finish in front of that cage, stays out of...
Here's Fox. Just 10 seconds to go. Shanahan against Kaczynski. Down to 5. Gets the shot off. It was blocked, and Jake Spallina picks up the ground ball.
Billy Juan again, really well-timed slide. Slides at a great angle, too.
And already 3 ground balls for Jake Spallina in this game. He's been all over the field. Here's Peyton Anderson to Wyatt Hoddle, and he's got 2 already. That's what happens sometimes when you go with the 10-man ride. It leads to an open net. Syracuse makes them pay. And with just 1 second left in the first half, barely got it off.
This play all goes to Billy Juan. He blocks the shot. He ends up making that really nice long pass to Finn Thompson. And then just Syracuse showing their unselfish play. The one more easy finish for Hoddle on the backside.
Game won the first 5. They've only won 2 of the last 6, and another tight battle here, but Mullen does come up with it. Somehow spins through a double team. Definitely a slower start than the Syracuse offense was hoping for, but Steven, this is a team that over the past couple of years has been very streaky at times, and it took them 30 minutes to score 6 goals. They might get another one there, less than 30 seconds. seconds in. Are you kidding me, Michael Leo? Just stings the corner, and the Orange are on the board here in the second half. And I was just going to say, they can go on a massive run at any point, and that's how you start one.
Michael Leo showing some energy here. This right-handed alley dodge, he paints this corner. He had a slow first half. He comes out on fire. What a start.
Just beats his man, the long stick midi, Donald Varnaren. Finds that top left corner. And Steven, now it's all about starting a run if you're Syracuse, getting one of those 6 or 7 goal runs that this team had so many of last year.
Definitely a team of runs. Look back at that Harvard game in the first round. Rallied off 5 or 6 goals in that fourth quarter.
Ryan Poling made it quite clear that that is the key to keeping it close and potentially beating Syracuse, not giving up any of those big runs. Mullen wins the face-off, a nice BTB to Bonino. Otto the extra pass, Spallina, and there's 2 goals in less than 15 seconds. The 2-for-1, that's exactly what Syracuse wanted to do. And the Orange have their biggest lead of the day, up by 5.
And this is where Johnny Mullen is just such a treat for this Syracuse team to have. BU has not touched the ball yet, and Syracuse already has 2 goals in this second quarter. And then
Matthews. And Leo's got it inside. Triple teamed, and he loses it.
that's just another one there. I don't really know what the benefit of throwing that ball is inside for Spallina.
Syracuse goes offside. A flag down. Crossfield pass, Shanahan thought about the step down. Now he'll go back at the shorty and fires it in. Well, there he is, first goal of the season for Timothy Shanahan. And the Terriers are on the board here in the second half.
We highlighted him early. Shanahan here, he's taking advantage of Riley Figueres not being on him, right? He's struggled to beat him kind of all day here. Gets this short stick matchup, shows his capability to go to that right hand where Figueres has been forcing him to go a lot. Maybe that'll build up some confidence for him. Great placement on that shot. McCool doesn't really have a chance.
And that flag down actually was
out of an angle a little bit.
Shanahan's got a better matchup here up against Jordan Beck.
I'd expect for them to go back at him.
But it's Core now, another attackman. He's got a short stick. Crossfield pass just dropped by Andrew Pate. Oh, I think he thought too much. Was he going to shoot? Was he going to pass? Well, he dropped it, but fighting for it back against Billy Dwan.
That's a killer.
Syracuse does keep it.
They got Roa. Oh, they missed him.
Although here's McCarthy with a lot of room in front. Now it's Roa. It was stopped initially by Phillips, but rolled its way in. Well, the goalie got a piece of it, but a powerful shot from Luke Roa gets his second goal of the game. Puts the Orange back up 5.
That's a killer for BU. Pape drops that ball. They're about to have a good look. McCarthy runs this break, looks one way, throws it the other. Phillips was all over it, but Roa gets it past him.
Here.
Syracuse really leaning into Long Island for their recruiting. It used to be upstate back in the days, but Long Island's just been dominant, and Syracuse has had success there.
Mullen all the way, and he's got his first. Well, he's one of the best in the country for a reason. 11 for 14 on the face-off, and a goal.
Johnny Mullen's so capable. He can win the ball to himself, 50-50 ground balls, and then to top it off, he can bury shots like this all the time. Right, we saw it a bunch last year.
Just 2 points today for Joey Spallina. Still looking for his first assist. Only 3 of Syracuse's 10 goals have been assisted today. Leo denied.
Phillips, it looked like with the kick save, I think that one hurt his foot a little bit. He's walking a little gimpy, but phenomenal save.
Now needs his offense to get another. Here's the pull with the shot and the goal. It's the LSM, Donald Varnaren. He had 4 last season and 1 in the opener today.
I'm not sure how Varneren ended up here, but Jimmy Core, slick feed through the defense. Then Varneren with that step back lefty shot. He looks like an attack.
Sophomore missed last season, has it. He takes it all the way and just misses.
McEntee, we talked about, we've got high hopes for him on that second line, but showing he's also capable as, you know, a guy that they can put on the faceoff lanes, just adding another dimension to the faceoff unit's offensive capabilities.
McEntee's speed is really what makes him special. He says his favorite athlete is Usain Bolt. He's a track and field runner in high school. Spallina gets to 5-5. Crossfield to Leo. He makes it home. Bar down from Michael Leo. And there's that Team 91 crush connection.
Just highlighted these two coming out of the break. Connor Kemp still doing a good job on Joey Spallina here, but credit Spallina just doing a better job of feeding that ball, not forcing it too much. Crossfield to Michael Leo, who shoots around that defender. Finn Thompson's a great inside player, 23 in white, but you know, he didn't have the positioning there inside where he could really do much with it, but it just seems like a lot of forced feeds inside that, you know, like I said, not resulting in what Coach March or Coach Gate wants.
If you watch the Syracuse team the last couple of years, that does work a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It's just when it doesn't, you're thinking, why the heck did he just force that?
Definitely, and they have a cushion here, right? But you shouldn't play any differently with a lead. You know, I think that's something that Syracuse needs to focus on, and that's what great teams do, right? No empty possessions.
Shanahan through the 5-hole. And BU's leader stepping up here in the third quarter. He's got his second.
Terriers' goal is his second of the afternoon.
After a slow start, Shanahan starting to come into his own today. Really tough lefty Dodger. BU doing a lot better off using the picks, and Shanahan actually running off of it. Range 180 to 200 pounds.
Both incredibly fast, and then the other guy on that line is Wyatt Hoddle, who might even be faster than that. Makes it very difficult to match up against for any team. Spallina, now he's got the shorty on him. And the Orange will give him space to work. What a pass to Anderson, my goodness! Well, there's the chemistry on full display. Spallina to Anderson. And Joey's up to 4 points today. Peyton Anderson up to 3.
And we see Spallina here. I've been knocking him a little bit. He's been forcing it inside, but BU has that covered. Now he's looking for these skip passes. First we saw it with Leo. Now we see it with Peyton Anderson. Looking a little bit like Owen Hiltz on that left side, low to high. Gets that one past Phillips.
Anderson, the 5th Syracuse player with 2 goals.
A nice utility guy for the Orange. Right, he can play face-off lanes. We see him on a man down. He can get back on defense. I believe he has 2 goals. I know at least 1.
Obviously not a direct replacement for Sam English, but kind of a similar type of player who could be a two-way midi and make a big impact on the wings.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can replace Sam English. He's really like one of a kind. There's only a couple players like him in the world that can really do what he does. Right, like Zach Currier from Princeton, he's another guy. But you're not going to see that again for a while.
Spallina, he's got a hat trick. 22 in white does it all himself, and he's got 5 points in his senior debut.
Spallina just baiting 18 Logan Stiles here, waiting for him to throw that over the head, tucks it nicely, and then the finish. That's what Spallina does so well. He develops this